Hey, BassGeek here. Geeks, we are on South Holston today. We are going looking for some bedding bass. It's just a fun bite. We're probably going to catch all males, but you know what? We're just out here to have a good time. Who wants to go fishing with us? Always a good sound first thing in the morning. All right, geeks, so here's the deal. We're out on South Holston. We're going to be bed fishing today. For the most part, I think the dominant wave is over. We're going to be throwing a few different things, a net, a worm, a swim bait. We may even do, I'm not going to lie, a little bit of open water scoping, because what ends up happening when the males are up, and the last time we were here, that's pretty much what we caught. When the males are up on the bed, hanging out, protecting those eggs, the females pull out. And so we've seen some signs of some bass feeding. So we're just gonna play it by ear, break the lake down as we go. And I love the little green worm bite, as we call it. And if we get on that, even if we're catching dinks, we're just out here fun fishing. We're probably just gonna go have a good time. It's a relaxing bite. It's a bite that once you figure it out and you get on them, you just kind of replicate and run around and have a good time with. And I just want to go have a good time. So if you want to go have a good time, let's go. A couple of things that we're going to start with. We're going to start with the good old Yum Dinger. This is a green pumpkin blue, which is a color I'm a real big fan of. Now, the only bad thing is I run off and left these. So this is the only one I have. So if they're biting this, I'm really screwed. Now, next up is the good old Bass Munitions. Now we're going to fish it in a couple different colors. The green, the AM Dome, love a bold bluegill, which there's supposed to be some wind today, which would really help out a little bit. But so far it is slick. Last time we were here, it was about 15 miles per hour all day, and it made fishing this little worm and the Ned rig really hard. I think we missed a lot of bites because there was so much wind. Now, if we go, and I'll show you this, we caught them pretty good on this last year when we were kind of late spawn. They done seen a lot of those worms. So what we did is we took this little Kitech, and we'll go back and forth between a 3.3 and a 2.8 and fished it a lot. Now there was a little bit of a shad spawn already firing up back then too, so I think they're a little more aggressive to that. And we'll see, we'll kind of fish that around. Maybe some bass that are hanging off the beds that may be staging to pull up on the beds and still be feeding a little bit might hit that. Had a really good video on it. And otherwise, we're going to go ahead and go straight to the Demiki, and two little go-tos for me down the lake on this is that and this Yum. You can see how nice and clear. Again, I always forget the name of it. It's the green pearl something. It's got a little hue of green, a little touch of like a pinkish red to it. Great clear water color. There's a couple up here. See them right there swimming? Down about 20. I don't know that they're on the beds. They're sure leaving the beds. If that makes sense. There's some around that tree. Throw up in that gap right there. Next cast. Like right there. Again, I'm just trying to see what we got. 14, see 61, see, I don't think these fish up here on the bed yet. It's 61 degrees. Now, with them 80-degree days, maybe. Right there. There's a couple down at about 20 right in this area. That there acts like he's on the bed. He's down in 20. Ooh, there's another one just come up. Cast right over there where I'm at. Yeah, just work it. Make sure you're working it out to about a quarter of the way we are, where we are. Make sure you're on the bottom.
I thought I had a nibble from this go with the rock. At least I know I'm on the bottom though.
Yep. Right here where this crack is, there'll be a fish or two right there. Sun is killing me. Well, these glasses are not the regular sunglasses. Oh, you can go stand right on the edge.
I know, but I thought I was getting something. I didn't want to step up and step on your rod.
Which, if it's cold up here, I seen one right there. He was up shallow too.
About 2 foot off the bank.
Yep. Yep. That means he hit it.
Yeah, he hit it so hard it come back through it.
Mm-hmm. And I got 2, 3 of them playing right here. Oh, come on. There's another one right up here. See, this is telling me these fish are not on the bed. Ah! No, just watch out. Cause he damn done threw my worm off. And broke me off too. Yep. But probably a little male. His eyes are red as blood. If he's been up on the bed, he's a little bloody. I'm gonna guess that means that the plug ain't all the way in. But there's about 3 or 4 of them following. We're gonna see if we can get on them bedding today. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna let this thing go.
I didn't get a good cast that I wanted to get, and it was just like right here.
Well, this whole,
I mean, it's like just right here. Yeah. Where so it can't be too far from where I'm at right now. Because I was like, well, that's cast. I was like, well, just leave it. Damn, it net.
Oh, don't go into the boat.
It broke.
God, doggy.
Got him?
I think so. Gosh, we get mad. Don't do it. Well, alright, that theory worked, huh? Nothing big, another male. We got a little rock flat right here. We're going to back off of it just a little bit and see if we can't put a few more in. So, they're definitely up here on the beds, or at least they're thinking about it. I don't know. I mean, that's a little male. He don't look like he's been on the beds. It's kind of hard to tell. You're throwing a worm, you know. And it's flat out here, a lot of wind blowing in. He just picked it up off a rock and ran with it. But now his eyes are red. When they get ready to bed, they get the red eye on them. Put him back. We'll start right here. 21 feet, so don't be 20 feet, so don't be well out there, probably about 10 to 15. There's another smallmouth. He's a little, you can see he's probably on the bed, probably just moved up on the bed. He swallowed it. I'm gonna have to do a little surgery to get that out. All right. He ate it so good I had to do a little surgery on him. I don't see how though, because I mean he hit it on the drop. We are fishing a rocky flat out here. This is the second male. I haven't got any of the big ones. A little bit of a cold front today may have pushed them back down. All the big ones may have got fished out of here during the weekend. This is a Monday, but we are catching some males, and that's good. So maybe there's some coming. Maybe they're guarding the bed. We had a new moon last week. I know it was pretty good, and we're gonna keep going. See if we can't catch some females. We've seen some activity, so I feel like there's still some that are moving up, but see what else we can do. Ain't catching giants, but we having a good time. All right, geeks, check it out. Listen, we've been out fishing all day, and we are dragging worms on the bottom of a rocky lake. And let me tell you, you can see, you might not hear, but you can see nothing is coming out of place. We got split rings, we got everything in this. We got the weights in the other. What I love about these Evolution cases, these are the terminal tackle cases. I keep a little bit of everything in each one of them, so when I'm on the water, I don't have to do without. I've got a 20% off discount code for these. You better go check that out, Geek20. All right, geeks, let's talk about conditions of the day. So here's the setup for today. Last week, we had a stretch of 80-degree days, unseasonably warm. We also had a new moon on, I believe it was last Thursday. These bass moved up then and we're spawning. We're out here just checking for, you know, any of them that are still on the beds. As you can tell, we've caught a male here and there. And we're just fishing around, looking for some old stuff where I've caught them spawning, some new stuff where we, you know, wanted to check out. Some of that's paid off, but, you know, we'll see how it all goes. It was 32 this morning air temp when we put in. The water clarity, it stayed up just a little bit. We did have a little bit of rain, which we're in a rain deficit right now. So that's why it's still a little low. Now, I know a lot of you guys always ask, you know, hey, is your lake always this low? It is. They normally raise it this time of year. They lower it quite a bit for winter pool and spring rains and that sort of stuff. Now, air temps are going to get up to about 63 today, but it is going to be cold. It's going to be nice, kind of partly cloudy. And the water temps first thing this morning was about 64 61 to 62, depending on where you're at. So we're just going to go hit a few more places, kind of see what we think. We've seen some fish that, definitely are out feeding. And this time of year on this lake, for me, if you get an early full moon and a late full moon and a new moon in the middle, it really spreads the spawn out. If you get a full moon that's kind of mid to late, it really gets all those bass to kind of pull up at one time. And so we're hoping maybe we'll get one last wave here as we get close to the end of April. That's still a week or two away. So let's see what we can go do. Let's see what we can go catch. It's going to be a little chilly today, but I think it's supposed to warm up. Oh, and the wind, I think, is going to roll at about 15 miles per hour. It's going to be windy all day, so throwing a little worm, it's going to be tough. All right, now let's go see what we can find. One large head, wind's blowing, water's dirtied up because we got a little bit of rain. So, let's see. He got a chunk out of his back. Look at that. Put him back in and see if we can catch all these big brothers. Sisters. He was jacked, dude. He was jacked for me.
Yeah, that's
The spots where he can fish. So I was like,
let him get it.
Yeah, you just raise up.
Shaking.
Because, they told me the story at weigh-in. When I was talking to him, I went around that dude that I was fishing with. And so, he's like, I hear it, and the dude is like, he's like, hell, I could have won this tournament on that spot if I was there. He goes, I went in there and caught 20 pounds.
Come up, looked like a largemouth.
He's a small one, I seen him.
Was it?
And I was like, holy cow. It seems like a little male. Man, they're so mad. Come on, little buddy. Let me put my hand on you today. Been a rough day for the old BassGeek. I need a
Sing for a second.
Come on, man. it, didn't you?
Tried.
Gotcha, little buddy. All right. Another nice little smallmouth. He's probably been up on the bed too. Well, there's that theory. That's a good fish too.
Nope.
Yeah, it might. Just give me a second. Let me play him here. He come right up off the bottom. This might be an interesting day. Look there, watch him. That's a good fish. You see him?
Yep.
I won't force him because I know he'll do exactly that right there. All right. Got a tree, buddy. Come on now. Let me see you. Let me see you. Come on. Come on.
Here he was up for a
Gosh,
second.
I think he's in the side. You better get that net.
I get you.
Be careful, don't stick it in there until he is up. Because if you hit that, good job, good job. Yeah, not as big as I thought, but good little bass right there. He's probably been on the bed. I don't know if he still is. Man, he was painted up though, real pretty. Not a keeper, but man, we have seen so many fish up shallow. And the wind's been dead set calm. The water's super, super clear. But we pulled out a jerkbait. You know, we've been throwing worms, and we just decided, let's throw a jerkbait. And he finally come up and just knocked the far out of it. We got a little bit of chop on the water, and I think that might have helped us just a touch. head shake. Don't be a cat. Don't be a cat. I believe this is a cat. Yep. He's going.
You want the net?
Yeah, I'll probably have to get it.
Me get it.
Hold on. Let's see what we got. Yeah, see, watch him spin. See, there he is.
You see him?
Twirl, 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 twirl.
You want this net or?
Yeah. Crappie. Oh, got a crappie, and I mean a big one. Look at that. That is a big old crappie. Man. A little bit of everything today, gentlemen. A little bit of everything today. Hey, sometimes I think fishing's just trying to tell you it's time to go eat lunch, right? Let's throw this big old thing back. God almighty. All right, geeks, listen, forgot to do the outro while we were out on the water. Hey, as always, if you want to see some more fishing content, make sure you go check it out right here. Otherwise, questions and comments in the comment section below. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. Be part of the 100% Watch Squad. Listen, we're going to do a lot more fishing content once we can get out of here. So each and every one of you all that watch just helps us get to that goal. We're going to fish a lot of different places too. Maybe your neck of the woods. You geeks rock.